Trying to go for a full rotate, whilst Packbull also receiving some damage. So VP definitely keeping the pressure up. Flank drones and everything are being set up currently, and all the angles are being watched. And this is Console in a nutshell. Windows, windows, windows. So many repels up here.
Milan's able to double down, take care of Sleben across the connector, and that gives them a little bit more control above. Suicide isn't something that they're going to throw themselves onto as of yet. They're still sort of constructing themselves and trying to pull the push together, but another great take there. Packbull gets dropped, and that's it. I don't think they're aware. In the meantime, it doesn't make much of a difference. Gomfi is the last one left, the only one standing. They're digging their way across from admin towards the back of vending machines. Gomfi's been able to creep his way in, but without anything taken out of their push, without anything that's cleared for them as a mantle of safety, it's just pretty much impossible to try and drive their way back through. He's looking for maybe a body to pull out above. If he can retake a bit of vertical, it gives him some space. He doesn't quite see that swing round, and
as he goes on a bit of a chase right now, hopes to go past the barbed wire, knows it's not going to be possible, and thus opens up into the bathroom because Gomfi is still playing here. Now, I'm not sure if the hatch is open up. I would assume so. He's going to be trying to go for a peek. However, no, it has to be. Oh, that's a double kill potentially with the grenade. No, just one. There's still going to be a second player right on the back there. It's the Maestro that is dug in deep. There's no support coming down as the spiral stairs are being held off, and Keenan needs to hold on for his life.
Hive's trying to offer some support, but he gets droned out. Keenan is entirely isolated. He is just going to try and dig in behind the wall. They went for what was an attempt at a solidly locked off play, but I mean, it's still just a dangerous moment. They have no idea if Keenan can be that bout of surprise. The Elder gets one, gets two, drives their way through. There's a third just on the doorway, but they pull away just in time as the wall gets popped open. Keenan retaking. He's a very big play here, trying to cement the last, but he can't quite find it. Milan is able to get a very important body back. In the meantime, we lost Hive, and, well, we follow up with a Packbull loss 2-0.
Two available to him, and with a player on the yellow stairs, as is quite usual here, you need to make sure that you have those grenades in pocket, but Hive is going to be able to take the second nade player down, and then we have a follow-up of Packbull as well. We'll be able to take down Rask, and that leaves only WTG and Kersheka left on this board for VP.
It's the first time all game they've been able to have that man advantage, and they're making sure that they can keep that pressure and keep the punishment on. WTG, he's back in the roster. He's the last one standing in this round, and he's finding himself in a 4 versus 1 situation. Still a lot of utility on the board as well. There's still a lot of cost in those C4s, and there's only about a minute and a half, so you don't have the highest hopes. If he can try and find some isolation on this first firefight, he might be able to dig his way around. Then there's obviously Keenan is a bit isolated too, but that's driven towards the site. You've still got vertical to take care of, but you're not even going to get there. They had the read, they had the take, and they wanted to make sure that they were able to push this round to its end and not just sort of let it peter out.
And the Evil Eyes we've been talking about. Evil Eye gone through, by the way, in the meantime, but there's still plenty of utility for them to try and stall with. So this should be going the Team Secret way, you would say.
Pasha takes a fair bit of damage in the meantime. As you said, there's all this, and then there's Echo drones on top of that too. They're getting them close enough to cause some problems, but that one gets caught by Pasha, who, well, at least he can find the bullets through the bars at this point. He's pushed them all the way back to the backside of Kitchen, and here comes the attempt at the collapse. 15 seconds, the smokes go for the cover. They go for a bit of an off-plant, but there's a canister there, and that gets the down on Karzeka. Look at that drone. It's just going to pop up in a couple of seconds, get that defused. They know that Keenan's got the eyes on. There it goes. There's Packbull swinging with a shotgun. They need to try and stick it now, but you assume there it is. The pop-off, and Secret keep their way through to a second round. Currently out, but I haven't heard them gone. Who knows? Also, the one reinforcement. Save that for later. But they're waiting. I think one of the plays here as well is they've not brought the pulse on this site, which you often see from a lot of teams.
Yeah, and they're in now. They're trying to go for the plants. Kersheka is in. He's on a desk, and Packbull should be aware of this. Is trying to go for a peek as well. The cover is there. However, Milan picks up that kill, but then I believe that is going to be the Melusi that runs in. Hive able to pick up one. Brings it back to a 3-3. Keenan now on that diffuser. Going for the counter diffuse right here. Hive needs to be sure that he has the cover, but he does not. Milan picks up that kill. He's now in a 1-on-3 clutch situation, which he will not win. To continue and try and clear out that kill. There you have it. The grenades being cooked will surely be followed up with, as you see, the SAM cams, which also get in. There you have the grenade. Keenan will drop. That is the entry yet again for Pasha. This time not within 30 seconds, but within 1 minute 30 itself. Milan manages to pick up one as well, and with that, it is definitely going to be Virtus.pro heading into the end. Oh, beautiful shot with a big advantage here for Virtus.pro in these last 70 seconds to try and attack the site.
Such a quick second take there. Pasha absolutely drove his way down the stairs. Gomfi, he's dropped the drone, but they just spray through because they know he's close enough, and they do that shoulder and shiver of damage. Packbull, he's eyeing the potential of putting some pressure out here from the yellow stairs. Might be able to strike somebody, but there's always that concern. As soon as you go outside, it's an expected sort of play outside. WTG is that loose player. He's about to drift in now, and he gets dropped, but in the meantime, he's the only one, and the intel is given away. Virtus.pro 4-2 on their half. Now they're going to their defense, and it has been such an improved performance from them today.
It's going to blow, but not do enough damage to actually get that kill, so we'll try and follow it up with a shotgun instead.
Well, they're sort of in two minds about what they want to try and take control of first. Keenan's very isolated here on the stairs. They don't have the presence beneath yet, but as Hife's able to take the first there and drop WTG, it gives them at least something to work with. That was over on the Visa side, on the Visa stairs side at least, so you know, it's kind of flirting with the idea and the danger of all the different pushes and plays. There is still that body underneath CEO. They're waiting inside Piano, but there's a very quick strike. Hife finds Milan sort of a little bit sleeping there. Across the suicide Bauk, they're concerned about the run-out, but with the pressure being applied to Pasha, they have more concerning things to pay attention to underneath with a shotgun and attempt to see if they can find one more body as Packbull goes to stick it in that far corner there. It's a little bit of an off push, but he's just able to make it happen as the reload comes through. It's a 3 versus 2. Though, and now it's a 3 versus 1. Suddenly everything's gone their way. Heavy fire all the way across the long desk, and they were aware that someone was beneath before. They've both been scratched up. Keenan is doing a little better on the health. The reveal and the swing round on the body onto long desk leaves them in this 1 versus 1. Just has to find a scratch against the Maestro, and he does. Keenan comes through for Secret.
No pressure elsewhere, and still the drones are going very heavily onto the garage. We have upside down repels trying to give some cover, so I am not sold on the fact that Secret is not going to be going through with this plan. It looks like they're still going to be trying to push in, and as Pasha gets the first kill onto Secret, it's Gajeka to follow it up onto Gomfi. Rask will be able to pick up Hive. WTG grabs a kill onto Packbull, and it's only up to Sleba now, who was supposed to give some cover up from the Piano side. As Pasha clears him out, it is going to be a flawless round from Virtus.pro instead.
Yeah, they have the vertical hold. They obviously still have Milan on the connector, who's just taken a shoulder of damage. They forced them further away. And that's it. They were sort of putting this pressure on you. As you said, Pasha down below. He's prepping something pretty dangerous. And the longer we have Secret here, the more dangerous it is for them. The canister pops off onto the windows, means they can't get that quick flood in. There's a take on one. A great pick back by WTG. He was able to put some punish, but Sleben finally is able to bite his way into a round without being removed early on. They still have some ground. They have more of the Candelas, and as they flood their way through, you still expect some danger from beneath. There it is instantly. Pasha has that hop out, has that revenge, has a little bit of a walk to make. He's looking for the fight, and the fight drifts around. Gomfi gets himself at the bottom of the board and is able to find his first kill as well. But look at the time, look at the hold that you still have from Rask. The C4 is still waiting. The second goes off. 2 rewards for 2 pretty standard punishments now. 2 versus 2. The pings are coming consistently. They want to try and drive their way through onto these firefights, but they're the ones that are lacking for time. Put some bullets into the Maestro, but he doesn't know the cover from the top of the spiral stairs. 6-3. Reap his way up from the basement towards the back of Spiral and put some pressure on the backside of the lobby door. They're going for a bit of a flat push here. There's a response. There's a quick pick back up, and Virtus.pro have that momentum back into their favor yet again. That backline came through, cut them off as they tried to go a little bit deep. It is just Hive left. Yep, Kajeka cuts the head off one with an SMG with the diffuser cold on the other side. 50 seconds. They know well aware where you are. The default cam gave the game away. There's 3 different potential angles that you're already aware that they might be trying to find you on. They've set themselves up to be on the 3 different angles. 20 seconds has ticked by. You've been able to creep past one, but it's a shotgun that locks it off and punctuates Virtus.pro, not only in this game, but most importantly on the board, finally, with some...